Hello everyone, welcome back to another long form video. Now, as you can see, I'm in Pavlov Shack. In today's video, we're going to be doing the top 10 best weapons in Pavlov. Now, these are all completely in my opinion, and they are in no particular order. So number 1 won't be the best, and number 10 won't be the worst. It's just kind of all over the place in the weapons that I prefer. They may not work for you, that's fine. Again, this is my opinion. So, yeah, let's get into it. The first gun that I don't see people using a lot is the M16. Now the M16, if you were to buy it, would be in the rifle section. If there aren't any filters, it should be on the bottom right here. And that would be the M16. Now the M16 is a burst rifle like this. And the reason I enjoy it so much is it has a pretty low recoil. Loading is easy. It has an ejection button, which is always nice. And if you empty the magazine, you can actually hit the side of it like this, or you can just kind of force your hand through it, but it would chamber the bullet. I'll demonstrate it right here. As you can see, empty mag, put in a new one, and boom, it chambered. It shot immediately, but you get the point. You smack it, it chambers, whatever. So, first gun, M16, out of the way. Cool beans. One thing I need to mention, another part of the, I guess, grading is attachments. And if you go over here to upgrades, you can see there's just about every single attachment in the game. Lasers, silencers, unbarrel grips, every single frickin' sight, and the flashlight. Every single attachment that you can put on a gun can be put on the M16. Let's go to the next gun. The next gun that I'll be going over is the M4. Now this one is a way more popular choice than the M16, and it has a pretty good reason for it. It has really good body damage, decent fire rate, and a decent magazine size. Maybe about 6 shots to the body will get them done with a decent fire rate like this. And just like the M16, just about every single attachment in the game, literally every single attachment, flashlights, sights, grips, everything. To find this gun, it's right next to the M16, right here, more to the bottom right. And yeah, that was the second gun on this list, the M4. And let's go to the third one. Now the third gun on this list is none other than the Deagle. Now, this is ranked pretty high because it is one of the best pistols in the game, if not the best, depending on if you're going for damage. Now this one is a beast. Whether or not someone is wearing a helmet, it is an instant headshot kill. So if you got good aim, then you're pretty much dominating your opponents. Attachments wise, it's of course by default way less than all the other rifles due to the lack of gun. Silencer, almost every sight, excluding the sniper scope. And I didn't mean to do that. One moment. A laser sight, which I only recently found out about. So, yeah, this thing is pretty freaking good. Now let's go on to the fourth gun. Now the fourth gun is going to be the WW2 Revolver. Now, just a disclaimer, the snub nose revolver, or whatever it's called, will not be on this list, and this is why. The WW2 Revolver is simply better. It has more bullets. It can hold up to 6 bullets, unlike the snub nose where it can only hold 5. Reloading this one may seem like it's harder because it has 6 bullets and not 5. But one thing that you can do with this, reloading wise, is insane. So let me just empty this real quick. Cool. Empty. Stuff them out. And what you can do is you can actually put it up to your ammo pouch. And pretty much the second you press the trigger, it puts it in any spot. So you can just kind of reload this really stinking fast. And boom, reloaded. So yeah, fourth gun, pretty simple. Let's go on to the fifth. Now number 5 is going to be none other than the AUG. Now, this is number 5 because it's pretty dang similar to the M16 in the way that it is a burst rifle. Again, why is this a great option? Very low recoil, pretty decent magazine. Complaint about it, there's no ejection for the magazine, so you kind of have to just manually pull it out, grab a new one, put it in, reload it. But it's not that bad of that big of a deal. Of course, it being in the back is kind of awkward, but it doesn't really matter. Attachment wise, it's pretty good. It doesn't have any grips, but it's already attached with one. You can't put any laser on it or flashlight, which is kind of a downside, but whatever. Put on a red dot and a silencer, and you got yourself a killing beast. Now, number 5 out of the way, let's go to number 6. For number 6, we have the hunting rifle. Now, I know some of you guys might be peeing your pants or something at the side of this thing, mainly because it's a bolt-action rifle, and bolt-action rifles aren't the nicest when it comes to VR, being that I have to reload every shot, and if you're in a close quarter combat, you're screwed. However, this is a pretty decent choice. It has a special way of putting in bullets from what's attached to the side that you can't refill, which is unfortunate, but whatever. And like just about every bolt action, it's a single kill to the headshot, whether or not there is a helmet there. Attachment wise, it's pretty lacking. I mean, here, I'll show you that in a second. Attachment wise, you can see it's kind of lacking. You know, it only has all the sights, sure, a silencer, no flashlight or laser or underbarrel grip, like other rifles, which places it kind of low in terms of top 10 best, but it's still up there. Now, that was number 6. Let's go on to number 7.
Oh, the fire truck, when really it's...
Alright, now number 7 is going to be the Op. Now, I have this cool skin because I pre-ordered the game, and it's pretty freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie. But that's out of the question. Skin, cool, sure, that definitely helps a bit. Now, this one is pretty much tied with the hunting rifle that I just showed, where it's a sniper, bolt action, insta-kill with the headshot, a few shots to the body and they're down. But what makes this so great is it's magazine reloadable. Unlike the hunting rifle where I have to manually put in every single gosh dang bullet that comes out of this thing, with the Op, you just eject the magazine, put a new one, reload it, and now you're good. Now, just like the hunting rifle, this thing does lack in attachments, and I'll show you that in a second. As you can see, this does have one more attachment than the hunting rifle, and it's a secondary red dot sight. For whenever you're sniping, you can just kind of switch to this and shoot from there. Pretty accurate. So, this thing is only slightly above the hunting rifle, mainly because it has a tiny bit more attachments and reloading it is just a lot easier. Now, that was 7, let's go to 8. Now, for number 8, I'm just going to put 2 guns on here because they're practically the same gun and they take up too much space, and it is the 2 LMGs. Now, these things, it's pretty obvious, pretty high frickin' damage, pretty big magazines, but as, you know, pretty typical for LMGs, reloading it is a nightmare. That takes way too long. Like, come on, that's so much time. However, you know, of course, it shoots fast and it does a lot of damage. Of course, you can obviously get fast with it, and yeah, whatever. But, again, main concern, severe lack of attachments. This one, you can only put a red dot sight and a hollow sight on it, and I don't even think you put a silencer. Let me check real quick though. Okay, there's a bit more than I thought, but red dot, hollow sight, secondary red dot, and ACOG sight, which makes no sense because it's an LMG that's not used for range shooting, because it's an LMG, not a sniper, so I don't know why it's there. And you can't silence it either, so it's always going to be loud. And this one, heck, it's worse. No attachment, but this one, I believe, does a tiny bit more damage, but they're basically the same gun, just this one you can put a sight on it, which you don't need. Now let's go on to 9. Now number 9 on this list is going to be, whatever this thing is called. I have no idea what this gun is. Rainer, Columbia, yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's a really good gun. The thing is, it's a sniper, but it's not bolt action, which makes it automatically better than both the Op and the hunting rifle. 10 shots per magazine, easily reloadable just like that. However, unlike the Op and the hunting rifle, it is very accessible, which similar to the M4 and M16, has every single attachment. Has a laser, silencer, grips, every single sight, flashlight. You can just upgrade this thing out the wazoo, and the best part is it's an instant headshot kill to anybody, despite if they have a helmet or not. Now, before we get on the 10, let's go to the honorable and kind of controversial mention.
Huh?
What is this honorable / controversial mention, you may ask? Well, it is none other than the big gun. This one, I don't remember. It's like the Philly Cat Berret, I think. I'm not sure. But the reason this is so controversial is the fact that it sucks to play against. Because what this thing is it shoots one bullet the size of like a big thing. Like, look at that. That's ridiculous. It shoots only one, which is sure a weakness, but it is an insta-kill anywhere on the body, no matter how much armor they have. If any part of this bullet touches any part of a person, they are dead. Instant kill, easy kill. And a big argument with this gun is the fact that you aren't good, the gun is, which I can see, because it's literally a one-hit gun. Yeah, fair warning, prepare to be cussed at, because I use this when I start playing a Pavlov Shack beta, and I got cussed at like every other game at a minimum. And now I get it, because it sucks. But now, let's go on to number 10, which is arguably my favorite weapon, but whatever, let's go right into it. Number 10 on this list is going to be the AK-47. Now, this one is probably really obvious, and I didn't need this massive build-up into it, but if you don't know the power of this gun, hear me out. This gun, unlike just about every single fully automatic guns, is an instant kill to the head with or without a helmet. So this thing is an op, but it's fully automatic. Pretty good body damage, so like maybe like 4 shots to the body and they're gone at like relatively short ranges. Complaints would be the recoil and the lack of attachments. The only attachment you can get is a silencer, and that is it, which is even worse than the 50 caliber that I just showed you. But you don't really need any attachments to this thing. It's just a beast. Recoil, sure. Recoil is pretty bad, but this is the highlight of it. Oh, you can hit the banana mat. You can go boop. But yeah, that's the AK. Fully automatic, instant kill to the head. So if you like start at the chest, 2 shots in, they're dead. You shot their head because of the recoil. It's so good. Now, this one is definitely less controversial than the 50 caliber, but is also definitely a thing that you may get cussed at for, mainly because it's annoying to constantly get headshotted all the time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video and just listen to me ramble on about firearms. I hope you found it helpful. Of course, there are some guns that are absolutely good and don't suck that aren't on this list, so please don't get offended if your favorite gun or whatever was not on here. I have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Thank you for watching. Get me to 1,000 subs. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.